Stream again, hopefully a little bit of a longer one this time, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, and now something else is complaining about keyframe intervals. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean keyframe interval wrong timing? I have no idea. Okay, one of these is not muted. That one's muted. That one's muted. Okay. There, I think. Okay, I think I'm better now. Oh, one of those was not muted at first. Okay. Alright, and I've got my YouTube chat. We are streaming on Kick and on YouTube. And I don't know where my YouTube stream goes. There it is. Can I get to this? Okay. There we go. Now I have access to, okay, stream analytics for YouTube. Pop that out so I can see that no one is watching me in a nice convenient window down at the bottom of my screen. We can see those nice 0 views there more easily, and we'll also pop out the chat so that I can see that no one is talking to me more easily on the side of my screen. And there we go. Alright. Okay. Is it actually? Oh, interesting. Okay. Am I streaming in 1080p? Oh, I am streaming in 1080p. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Okay. Streaming to YouTube, streaming to Kick. Looks like that's all working well. Hey. Quiet, Kick. Okay. We'll maybe post into the clan that I am streaming, and then we will get going on, first of all, a birdhouse run needs to be done, and then we'll get back into some Giants Foundry. Kick and YouTube. We'll see if anyone from the clan decides to watch me. I doubt it, but hey, you never know. Alright. There we go. Okay. Good to go. Chat's up. Stream analytics up. Streaming live, excellent quality, perfect, looking good. Let's go. All right, normally I would not do my birdhouse run right now. Normally I prefer to, oops, don't need 14 chisels. Normally I would just do my birdhouse runs whenever my farm runs are done. However, I am so tantalizingly close to a level on my hunter that I just really want to do birdhouse runs as fast as possible, and if we're lucky, we might get that level on stream tonight, which would be real exciting. Close OBS settings and close that. All right. Okay, and hopefully the volume should be good. I set it right in OBS before. I think it's a little loud in my headphones, but that's okay. I really wish I had a nice setup at some point that in my ears I would be able to hear stream audio. So I would hear both myself and the game audio at the same time. And that was really nice for knowing what I sounded like. However, at some point when I switched from Windows to Linux, as I am running on Linux right now, as you can maybe tell if you're familiar by the black cursor instead of it being a white one like Windows, oh, okay, this needs to pause. Alright, there we go. That was using a little bit too many CPUs. Hey, pause, I said. There we go, better. That yeah, I was just doesn't seem to want to my audio interface to play back the game audio on the right channel, so I can't always hear the game audio, which is unfortunate. Or no, I can hear the game audio, I just can't hear my voice and the game audio at the same time. I can kind of hear one or the other, so it makes it a little bit harder to monitor exactly what stream is hearing, but I do my best. I don't know what keyframe interval means. What does that mean? Is that my frame rate? I don't know. There's no setting for that in OBS that I can find. Oh well. It doesn't matter. There's 0 viewers. It's not like anyone's going to notice anyway. Okay, and birdhouse run done. And accidentally teleport to the farming guild done. And let's go back to Giants Foundry and leave that friends chat real quick. Don't know why anyone would want to just join a Giants Foundry friends chat. Just like, hey, what are you doing? I'm doing Giants Foundry. Cool, me too. I don't understand why there's friends chats for solo minigames in like officially hosted. You know, I get it for some of the other minigames, like the group minigames, obviously they make sense, and for Shield of Arav is a great one. I definitely completed Shield of Arav on, not this account, because I had an alt at the time, my main, but my previous account for sure. I completed Shield of Arav on that one, my main, with the use of the Shield of Arav French chat. It was fantastic. Guy didn't even scam me. It was great. Not that there really is much to scam in Shield of Arav other than just like taking the certificate and not giving one just for the pure sake of trolling. Which, why? In the chat channel GF. Oh wow, they Jagex stole the name GF from someone apparently when they made that friends chat. I presume it was either a banned account or something. Man, so many of those old 1, 2, 3 letter names are already banned because of they're all real world traders to buy those names. What's the best method for crafting glass? I did a lot of glass on this account. I made 150k molten glass. Oh, and even for a UIM without access to lunars, because this is a 10 HP clan, so no access to lunar spellbook on a 10 HP account. Glass is still pretty good. Get noted buckets at Sandstorm. Get noted giant seaweed farming. And then, oh, let me fix this hammer. Unnote and make glass and blow in Edgeville. Hey, if you guys ever want tips on weird niche methods for level 3 and heavily combat restricted Ironman, hit me up. I play a lot of this game and I know far too much, more than I would like to know about niche and weird and alternative methods in this game. And that's one of them. The UIM glass method, I kind of theory crafted that one myself. But that is a pretty decent method. You go to the desert grinder in the desert, you mine sand, you put it in the desert, and he gives you noted buckets. Then you go farming, you get giant seaweed, noted, and then you go to Edgeville, and there's a loop that you can make where you unnote your seaweed at the bank, run to Doris's house, Evil Dave's mom, and cook the seaweed on her range into soda ash, go unnote your sand, and then you have 14 sand, 14 soda ash, or less than that because you have the notes in your inventory for a UIM, and then you go to the furnace, make glass, blow it, and drop it. Shiloh. You just blowpipe it. Shiloh Village is actually a super weird quest the way it's programmed for the way it's programmed is that whoever the boss is not instanced. Everyone can see the boss of Shiloh Village, Nazastrol or whatever his name is, all three forms, and in that room, and anyone can attack the boss. It's not like a lot of newer quests where it's like a yellow arrow over the boss, and that's your copy of the boss, and no one else is allowed to attack it but you. Unlike that, back in the day when they made Shiloh Village, for some reason anyone in the room can attack Nazastrol, not just the person that is that spawned it. So what you just do, it's very simple. You go in with your restricted combat account, as well as a main with a blowpipe and Serp Helm to guarantee a 100% chance to venom. You shoot Nazastrol with the blowpipe, with your you spawn it with the skiller, and then you shoot it with the main until it's almost dead on like 5 or 10 HP. And then all you have to do is poke it with your skiller, because for some reason the kill credit goes to whoever got the last hit. And this actually isn't even exclusive to Nazastrol. There's a lot of stuff that works this way in this game, including level 3 Slayer works this way. And maybe we'll talk about that one day on this account. Because I have done, actually, a decent amount of Slayer. And I'll show you maybe next time when I do this farm run, we can stop by a Slayer Master. And I can show you that I have broader fletching and ring bling unlocked on this account. And we can talk about that. But that used the same method, that the last hit on an NPC, even if it's a 0, the last person to interact with an NPC gets kill credit for that NPC. So all you have to do, you blowpipe it, get it low, get it venomed, you poke it with your skiller, hitting a 0 using a fun weapon or something, and then you have last hit, you get kill credit. Venom doesn't count. Venom is like area damage. It's not attributed to any player, so it doesn't change who has last hit. It's not attributed to the player who venomed it for some reason. And then you just, that's it. Shiloh's done. You get kill credit from Nazastrol just from whacking it with a hand fan or a cane or a goblin mace or whatever it is. I like the hand fan. The balloons are also a fun one. But yeah, it's an easy quest. Ooh, almost lost some points on that one. Didn't do it, just barely. Oh, all right. Maybe, you know, there's another quest I need to do at some point on this account, which is, what is it called? The Drayman Staff one. Oh boy. Lost City. There we go. I need to do Lost City on this account pretty badly. It's not that hard of a quest. It used to be a little bit trickier and require you to get 1 XP in attack or defense or whatever, but it does not anymore require that with the addition of Poison Dynamite to the game. And I should probably just do it. It's very similar. You kind of a little bit different than the previous one. You still use a main, and you use the blowpipe, and you venom the NPC. Again, anyone's allowed to attack the boss, even though you're the one who spawned it. There's no exclusivity rights to that boss for you. However, being a little different is that KC, instead of being attributed to last hit, if you're an Ironman, you have to have done 100% of the damage. So the method there then is that you hit the enemy with the blowpipe, and you get it venomed, but the goal is to hit a 1 with the blowpipe. So with a Serp and a blowpipe, you guarantee venom, even if you hit a 1. And then have the enemy regen that 1 HP, so it's back to full, and then you can hit it with your Ironman with a Poison Dynamite, and that will give you then kill credit for that kill. And the venom will do 100% of the damage, or 98% of the damage, but again, again, venom's not attributed to a player. For some reason, venom is just area damage. So that venom just kind of gets treated as area damage is 98%. It doesn't count. You did 2% on your Ironman, and so that's all of the player damage was done by you. And that last, the damage that your main did was healed off before you hit it with your Ironman. So that's it counts as your kill. That it's reset. The main's damage was reset once that heal happens. And there's a few NPCs you have to do this on. This is a bit of a tricky one to do, but there's a few NPCs you have to do this on. I've done this on Zami wizards or Zami monks in the Chaos Temple to get the red robes to get to the upper floor for Wines of Zamorak. You may have noticed in episode 1, the bank video, I had several thousand Wines of Zamorak. That's how I did that. There's also for the ice gloves. You may have, I'm currently wearing the Smith's Gloves Eye right now. Again, same method that you hit the Ice Queen with a blowpipe, with a main, have her heal, and then time it so that you hit it with the iron right after the heal, so that you get kill credit for doing 100% of the damage, even though Venom did 99% of the damage, and you just hit a 1. And that's where some of this XP came from in attack, because it's 3 XP in attack every time you poke her. Because I did this before Poison Dynamite came out, which would make it 0 XP today. But it's 3 XP per attack, and I messed up a lot, because it's timing, right? So you have to hit the blowpipe, and then get it to regen 1 HP, and then hit it with your Ironman. So if you mess up that timing, if you hit the blowpipe and then the Ironman before the regen happens, you don't get kill credit on your Ironman, which is really annoying. And I definitely messed that up a few times. There are ways to kind of mitigate it, in that you can kind of like splash it intentionally, like intentionally miss using a fun weapon a few times, because you can see the HP bar, and once the HP bar turns from like that little bit of red to being fully green, then you know she's regen to full. But that also has the implication that you see she's regen to full, and then you go in for the attack, but if the venom hits before you do, then it doesn't count, because she wasn't at full HP when you hit her. So that's just part of the way irons are coded. If you hit an NPC when it's not at full HP, it's not your kill. The game doesn't track how that NPC got damaged. If it wasn't at full HP when you did the first hit, it's not your kill for an Ironman, except for some weird quest bosses where only last hit matters. Oh, God, I love water. That's all it is, just water. Nothing exciting. I quit drinking pretty much anything but water a long time ago, and now recently in the last like 4 months I added protein shakes, and that's still just water and protein shakes. That's all I drink since I started going back to the gym. I used to work out pretty heavily in university, and then since graduating and being busy with life, I'm just gonna wait for the heat to go down naturally for this. I had not been working out for a number of years, and especially since having a kid. I know my herbs are ready, but because if I do them now, then my minigame timer's not going to be done. So I'm going to do one more sword just so that I don't have to wait out the minigame timer after my herb run, because I know that I have 20 minutes to do a herb run. Farm ticks happen every 20 minutes in this game. So mine happen at 10 minutes after the hour, 30 minutes after the hour, and 50 minutes after the hour. And right now it is 55 after the hour, so I have 15 more minutes before the next farming tick to finish my farm run. And as we saw in episode 2, or you haven't seen because this is live actually, I've still got, it takes about 4.5 to 5 minutes to do a farm run for me, so I'm good. I got time. I can finish. Hi, Girk. There we go. Alright. We had a viewer. It still says no viewers, which is interesting, because... Or maybe just Girk saw that I posted in Discord, and that's why he said hi. No, it says someone joined and then left on YouTube. I did it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused by YouTube. Views 1. Concurrent viewers. Is that how many are watching right now? I think so. I think that's how many are watching right now. I don't know. I'm new to streaming, so I'm still trying to figure this out, but that's okay. But yeah, I was talking about working out and lifting, and man, going back to the gym, especially, I haven't really been since before COVID, and trying to lift, man, those first few days of trying to lift weights after not going to the gym for a number of years are rough. I literally hit like less than a third of what I used to rep out on my squats, and I couldn't walk for like 4 days. That was brutal. Oh, you are watching. Hi, Girk. Hello. Welcome to my Scuff stream. I'm doing my best over here. Well, we'll see how this goes. If this happens again or not, I don't know. But we'll go as long as I'm feeling it tonight, and I'm feeling good right now. Yeah, I couldn't walk for about 3 or 4 days after hitting squats, and not a lot, like 95-pound squats, which is not a lot for my strength level. The king of this clan, yes. I have the authority to ban anyone at any time. This is clan owner. This is my clan. It wasn't originally mine. I cannot take credit for that. This clan was originally started by another person who went by the RuneScape name Colossal. He has since quit the game, and I just joined as a member, honestly, straight up. Just a regular member. He recruited me as I was just running around doing a farm run. He saw me and DM'd me and invited me to the clan. Very early on, I was here within the first month of the clan's inception. It's been about 3 years now. And after about a year of him running the clan, he just had to step down for IRL reasons. He was too busy to kind of maintain, and I had been promoted to mod at that point already, and had also been kind of managing the Discord for the most part, and running like Discord bots that I custom made for the clan for moderation. So it just kind of made sense to hand me the clan since he wasn't going to be involved anymore. And that's how I became the leader of this fantastic little community here that we've got going on. Honestly, even if you're not a 10 HP, I mean, feel free to come check out the clan, say hi. There's a lot of really cool guys here that are really chill guys to hang out with. We have some good mods, good group. It's not the largest clan, you know. You're not gonna, you can see the chat is not flying around, but I like that, is that you know, you can actually read and you see the same people a lot, so you can interact with them, unlike some other clan chats where, you know, it's always different people and it's moving way too fast, so you can hardly interact with anyone. Ooh, got a combo off on my farming contract. We'll see how long I can get this farming combo will go. Oh, my wet berries are diseased. I should probably fix that. Where's my secateurs? There we go. And I don't think I'll keep the leaves. I like to collect weeds. I have a bit of a weed collection in my bank. RuneScape weeds, you know, nothing else. In my RuneScape bank, I have RuneScape weed, okay? Just to be clear. Alright, that's not what I meant to type in chat. That one. There we go. Hey. Trying to learn how to use a keyboard over here, this guy. But leaves, I want to collect leaves, but they're super annoying because they just every single different type of leaf takes up its own spot in the bank. Like, yew leaves are their own slot. Magic leaves are their own slot. Bush leaves are their own slot. Like, I'm not keeping 7 different types of leaves in my bank. It's too much. Although it's not like I'm short for bank space on this account on a build like this. Let's open these seed packs and see if we get anything good. Yes, I know you can right-click take all on them, but I find it more fun to just spam click on them. It's just enjoyable to me to hit that. It just doesn't it feel fun? Just like click, 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 click. I don't know. I enjoy it. Let's see. Do I have enough herbs for anything? No. I like to keep in my bank a minimum of 3 of every type of herb seed for contracts, just in case. And torstals, I keep a minimum of 5. And with 5 patch runs, keeping a minimum of 3, that means I need at least 8. And then I can take out 5 to a run and still have my 3 left for a safety net. So I only have Harlanders right now, and I do grow Harlanders. You can see I have a lot of them. God, I love making compost potions. Oh my god. The secondary is so easy to get. It's so fast to collect, and it's stackable. So you just ding 27 unfs in your inventory and a stack of 5,000 volcanic ash and just click click and it just goes. Oh, they're so easy to make. They're so chill to make compost pots. Even if they're not the best XP rate, they're super chill. And I just missed the farming tick on that palm sapling. It baffles me that you have done 99 fire, that you haven't done 99 fire making. Yeah, I I think you're not the only one that sees my stats with 80 fire making on this account. Because, see, the whole reason why people rush fire making is because it's easier to do Wintertod at 10 HP. But I'm going to be 10 HP forever on this account. So why bother rushing Wintertod when I'll be 10 HP forever? There's no reason to like rush it and make sure I get it done before I get HP levels. And honestly, the resources you get from Wintertod, I always find them just disappointing. Like, I don't know. The herb seeds you get, maybe they could have been useful early game, better than doing master farmers at 50 thieving and you fail like 3 out of 4 pickpockets. It's fail, 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 get one, fail, 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 get one. What is this guy? You're killing plants. No. I grow. I create. People like to talk shit about my name all the time because it's pacifist, and every time they see me do something, they're just like, hey, hunting is not pacifist. You killed those birds. Like, hey, you have Slayer levels. That means you killed something. That's not pacifist. You attacked things. You have attack XP and defense XP and range XP. Yes. My name is a lie. I am not a true pacifist. I have attacked things on this account, and I feel guilty for it every day. Oh. Alright. Coming up. Why does that say my farm contract's ready? Oh, because it's a palm tree, and I haven't planted it yet. This is a plugin on the hub. Let's see if I can show it. The time tracking reminder here. This is fantastic because it just shows you like a little info box when stuff is done, and you can configure it. So I have it configured to just Belladonna, which is a type of patch that mostly only restricted combat accounts make because it is used for poison dynamite. But I hear mains make Belladonna as well because it's good, has a high Hespori drop rate. Or not Hespori, what did I say? Tango Root, the pet. It has a high Tango Root drop rate for the pet. I wouldn't know. I don't have a farming pet. Look at this, look at this. 26.5 mil farm XP. No farming pet. The pet luck, honestly, on my accounts, is the most awful pet luck. I've mentioned a couple times before that I have a main. You've never had a pet Gurk? Yeah. I feel you. Okay, fine. Now you're gonna make me feel bad about complaining about my awful pet luck. I have, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I have a max main, 2277 main, that the only skilling pet I got on it was a mining pet at 98.5 mining. No other minigame pets, no other mining pets, or no other skilling pets. And on this account, which is getting close with a ton of 90s and 99s in pet skills, like fishing, farming, wood cutting. The only pet I have on this account is a heron fishing pet, which is, to be fair, I got lucky on. You've never had good RNG? Yeah, honestly, same. My RNG in RuneScape, I've had two really good RNGs, I gotta admit. I like to say a lot that my RNG in this game has been overall, I think, below average, but I have two really good ones. Is Leagues 1, which it's still Leagues, but pet drop rates are not boosted in Leagues. And in Leagues 1, I got a mining pet at level 18 mining, doing iron ore on Zaya. So that one's, I mean, I feel like that negates a lot of my pet complaints, getting a mining pet at level 18. And the other one I have, it's Leagues though, it's Leagues. Does it count? I don't know. Although, but yeah, pet rates are not boosted on Leagues. I'll switch this to birdhouse runs because I want to keep on top of those to try to see if I can get this hunter level today. And then the other good RNG I have is on my main. After maxing, I started learning solo Chambers of Xeric, and I did a lot of that. I don't think this will show my points because, oh yeah, it is. Oh no, that's the points on this account, which those are boosted points on this account. Obviously I'm not doing solos on this account, but I got about 920k points, which is dry for a purple. Yeah, leech. I leeched myself, okay? Those are dolos. Those are me doloing with myself, so I leeched myself. I don't feel bad. But yeah, my main, I have one perp on it, one perp in Cox at 920k points, which is dry, but it was a Kodai, which is the second most valuable purple that you can get. It is the second most rare, second most valuable purple that you can get from Chambers. So, you know, it's like I went dry for my first perp, but it's also the second best one you can get without getting a T-bow. So it's, yeah. Oh, those are my two good RNG stories in RuneScape. And honestly, I want to go back to Chambers at some point, maybe. You can see I only have, what did I do? One Casey on this account. Casey Cox. Yeah, just one on this account. I do want to go back. I'm thinking maybe post max on this account and do some more dolos. See if I can get some perps onto this account. We'll see. That would be the dream. The dream of getting perps on the level 3 Ironman with the T-bow. Man, I don't even know how I'd feel if I got a T-bow on a level 3 Ironman that you literally can't even flex. Like, that is the one thing about trying to go for raids perps on a combat restricted account, is I can't even flex them other than screenshots. Like, I can't wear any of the perps in game. Someone from Idaho is calling me. I don't believe you. I didn't know you could leech loot on Cox. I thought it was like Tob. Yeah, so Cox system is points based, and you get points for doing anything in the raid, not just bosses. So because unlike Tob, where the only way to get points in the raid is bosses, because the only thing to do in the raid is bosses, there's nothing else in the raid other than bosses. In Cox, there's the farming rooms, there's hunting rooms, there's fishing rooms, there's puzzle rooms. So you can participate in all of that stuff. Oh my god, did I really just... What happened there? Okay. Can you work Trip Hammer, please? There we go. So you participate in all of those. Cox seems like a lot to learn. I feel like I did it hard mode by learning solos first, which I wouldn't recommend. But it's not too bad. I mean, if you get some friends to go with you, and if you just stick to the beginning, like 3 maybe rooms, it's not too bad. Like, just keep rolling to get the same 3 rooms. And the puzzle rooms, I'm not including puzzle rooms in that 3. Like, all of the puzzle rooms, super easy. You can do tightrope, will take you 30 seconds to learn. Thieving will take you 30 seconds to learn. Ice giant will take you 30 seconds to learn, or ice demon. Just the bosses will be harder, but you can stick to just 3 to start with, and you know, it'll take you longer to scout, but you can get into it quickly if you want to. But I mean, it depends what you're into. Like, I obviously, you know, I maxed my main, and most people, when they max, they go and start doing stuff like that. They start doing chambers, and they start doing Tob, and they start doing Inferno prep. Yeah, I'm working on Inferno right now, exactly. But I wasn't really interested in that kind of content. Just personal preference, which is where this account came to be from. After I maxed my main, and I was just not really interested in end game PVMing and end game raiding and end post max Slayer bossing. I like skilling more on this game, so I made a skiller because and then I made it an Ironman too because I just found it more interesting. I mean, I maxed a main. Maxing a skiller is not very different from maxing a main if they're both normies. So I went with the iron to just kind of switch it up. And my 10 HP camping pump, and Kirk is an NMZ, so now I'm on an iron doing Winter Todd, I assume. Yeah, I get that. Doing a pump on your 10 HP. That is the cool place where all the 10 HPs hang out. When you play a 10 HP and you're not really sure what to do, you just go to the blast furnace pump. That's what everyone does, eh? Which is just, if you go to blast furnace, there's not on the blast furnace worlds, on different worlds, there's a pump that you can just hold, and you just stand there all day, and you literally don't have to do anything. You don't have to interact with the game other than every 25 minutes to keep yourself logged in, and that's it. You just get strength XP doing that. It's weird that they just stand there all day. Yeah, I mean, I know some of the people in the pump world, especially oh, what's the guy's name? I can't remember. I remember his Discord name right now. Oh, GGLMAO is currently rank 1 for 10 HP strength XP. He's at like 100 something mil. He's trying to go for world's first 200 mil strength XP on a 10 HP, which is, how much is pump? What is it, like 5 to 10k an hour? And that dude is there like 16 to 20 hours a day, because you don't have to do anything. You just click the game every half hour. 11k an hour. Yeah, that sounds about right. Jeez, so what is that? 200,000 million. I'm gonna miss this perfect hit. Maybe. Got it. Still counts. 200,000 divided by 11 million is just a casual 18,000 hours. Just a casual 18,000 hours to 200 mil. Easy. Only 757 days to 200 mil. Basically 20. Oh man. Oh. Wait, are you saying it's 2k XP an hour or 20k? You're saying it's 20k XP an hour? I didn't think it was that much. monitor goes on that side of the desk. Otherwise, I can't see my stream dashboards. I have so many windows. I'm the worst typer ever. Hey, don't worry, so am I. So am I. There's a reason why I went into a field where I don't have to type a lot in engineering. Like, I haven't written an essay since high school. I had one class in university where I had to write an essay, and I just didn't do it. It was worth 10% of my grade, and I was like, I'm not writing an essay. I suck ass at it. Irony being a software developer. bad typer as a software dev. Yeah, but don't with modern IDEs. Do you actually type anything? You just type like the first 2 letters and hit tab. Isn't that how it works? I don't know. I'm not in software. I'm in hardware. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just actually don't use a lot of the major IDEs. A lot of tabbing. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I know how to code a bit, but it's mostly like pretty jank Python scripts written in Vim because I don't know how to code with a proper IDE. Easiest job in the world if you grind it out for 3 months. Software dev. I feel like it depends where you are. Like, either you're at like a FANG company and they want you to work like 20 hours a week, 20 hours a day, and there's like giving you so many projects and your sprints are so packed that you just get 0 breaks. Or you're at a software dev at anything other than a FANG company and it's just like 5 to 10 hours of work a week once you get in the door. And software isn't the only one. There's other engineering that's definitely has that kind of vibe. My jobs have been like that in hardware too. Although engineering, I find in hardware engineering, it's very cyclical. So you go through cycles. You're like designing nonstop and people are hounding you like, we need to send this design to manufacturing. Because that's a fun one when you deal with hardware instead of software, is that things have to be actually made. You're like, we have to send this to manufacturing, you have to send this to manufacturing, you have to finish it, you have to finish it. And then you send it to manufacturing and then they take like 3 months to manufacture it. So you're just like, I guess I'll play RuneScape. So, sounds good. And then you get the boards and then they're like, you have to get the boards ready, you have to get the stuff that you designed, you have to test it, prove that it's good, you have to test it, you have to test it, you have to test it. And you're testing it and you're working nonstop and then you're like, it's good. And you give it to the software developer. And then the software developer starts writing code on it, and you're just like, I got nothing to do. I got scammed into a boot camp, and now I'm just working for Milwaukee Tools. A team of 8 guys won a Zoom call, and that gave 90% of the shift. Yeah, pretty much. You spend a decent amount of time playing RuneScape and desk jobs these days. 8 guys on a Zoom call. Yeah, I've definitely, I won't lie. Look, don't tell my boss. Hopefully I don't get too big in streaming and no one I actually know IRL ever sees this. I have definitely played RuneScape through Zoom calls. Or not Zoom, we don't use Zoom, but through team calls. Especially when there's like 8 to 10 people on a call. Oh my god. Any corporate meeting with more than 5 people on a call is just a complete waste of time. They track hours, not work, which is so old-fashioned, so we finish our load by Tuesday and coast. Yeah, my job's the same. I feel like, I don't know, maybe you're in Europe, but in North America, it's definitely all hours-based. They want you to work a certain number of hours. They don't care what... I've never been to a job where they don't care about hours. They want you to, they're like, you work this many hours. Like, you giving me tasks, like, my job is mostly task-based. All my milestones are task-based. My compensation is task-based, but they're still like, you have to finish 40 hours of work. Northern Illinois. Yeah, okay, so you're in North America too. I don't feel like track hours is old-fashioned. I feel like everyone still does that, at least in Canada. It's just like, you have to have 40 hours clocked a week. God, I haven't actually sat at my desk for 40 hours in a long time. It's like, why? Why would I? What difference is it making? I meet all of my tasks are completed at the appropriate times, in good quality, better quality than other engineers on my team, faster than other engineers on my team, and I'm still not sitting at my desk for 40 hours. Like, what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Talk shit, get hit, I guess, until that happens, though. Northern Illinois. So is that? I don't know much about the states other than Chicago's in Illinois. I think I got that one because I'm a Packers fan. So we might have to fight about that one day if you're a Bears fan or if you're into the NFL at all. 40 minutes above Chicago. All right. Sounds good. I guess that makes sense. Chicago's in the middle of the state, I'm guessing, based on that. Wait, they don't teach us much American geography here. Dolphins fan. All right. That's fine. We can be friends then. Bum team? Was that supposed to say dumb team? Or like bum, like a bumblebee team? Is your team made of bumblebees? Oh, I think the Dolphins they have some ups and downs. They had some good years. Losers they had some good years in there. They had oh, what's his name? Dan Marino. They had the Dan Marino years. How can you complain? We just we'll see how football goes for the Packers coming into next year without Rodgers. We'll see how that goes. First time in that I've and how many Super Bowls, lol. Okay, well, at least, you know, as a Dolphins fan, I can't imagine very often you're expecting to get a Super Bowl in a year. Whereas being a Packers fan for 15 years with Aaron Rodgers, you're expecting it every year. You're like, this is the year. I mean, come on. We've got Aaron Rodgers. We've got Devontae Adams. We've got a solid secondary. No Super Bowls. Two for the Dolphins. That's more than the one for Aaron Rodgers. So, you know what? You got more than Rodgers. Yeah, 2 for the whole team, I guess, but still more than Rodgers. 73, 74. I wasn't even alive. Wasn't even alive. I'm too young. I'm in this weird point at this time at 30 that it just feels like I'm like too young and too old at the same time. It's like I go out to like an indie music show and I'm the oldest person there, and then I want to like talk to neighbors and I'm like the youngest person in my neighborhood because no one else my age can buy a house. My wife and I barely did it with 2 engineering salaries, and we're still like mostly broke. Oliver Cannon is basically 26 to 32. I feel like that's just kind of the age for RuneScape or old school RuneScape, really. Because most of the people who play old school RuneScape, not all, but most, played it as a kid in 2007. So if you were 8 to 12 in 2007, then you're 26 to 32 now. I didn't actually do the math on that. I might be wildly off. Okay, hold on. 2007 was 16 years ago. That's depressing. And if you were 8 to 12, 13 years ago, that would put you at 22 to 26. I guess, interesting. So I played RuneScape in 2007 at like 14, 15? Wow. Or did I just do the math wrong? No, that's 16 years. Alright. I apparently don't remember how old I was in 2007. Good to know. I don't even remember how old I am half the time. Honestly, before I was 30, I would just be like, I don't know if I'm 28 or 29. I genuinely don't know if I'm 28 or 29. And then 30 is like easy to remember, and then after this it'll be like I don't know if I'm 31 or 32 for a few years. I played Classic in 2002, but I didn't get into RS until 05, I think. Oh wow, you're a real OG. I never played Classic. I'll admit, I was not there for the RSC era. I joined very shortly. My girlfriend gets mad I do not remember my exact age. Yeah. Classic was amazing. I feel like it was a product of its time, that playing Classic today just doesn't feel... It would feel like shit. But for the time, I mean, I can remember what I was playing around that era on mini clip and stuff. I mean, yeah, definitely looking back at RuneScape Classic, it was better than addicting games and playing stick figure flash games. That's for sure. I think I was mostly into RuneScape around the transition to RS2, like shortly after RS2. Whatever that was, 05, 06, I think, around that era, until maybe 09, 10, I think, was around the time I finished high school that I had to, I was playing a decent amount in high school, and then when they ruined it, I had to quit before university. I mean, OSRS would have died if they didn't modernize it. Yeah, OSRS would absolutely. If they had really done what the original poll charter, well, the original poll that said, should we make old school RuneScape, and you needed, what was it, 10,000 votes to get a dev team, and it was at like 9,000, was before the RuneScape, like it was to even have OSRS at all, and there was like 9,000 votes to have old school RuneScape, which technically failed to get a dev team, which means it would be created but it would never be updated. And they just were like, whatever, you're close enough, we'll give you a dev team. If they had actually not given a dev team, this game would be 100% dead. After OSRS, oh yeah, the very early era when every single poll was just no. Even though Jagex was like, you were close enough to the threshold, we'll give you a dev team. And then people were just like, you know what? Thank you for the dev team. They're not allowed to do anything. No updates. Except NMZ for some reason. That one's good. We'll take the cow with the floating guy in the KBD layer. That's a good one. That was worth it. The largest OSRS player drop was before they decided to start making choices without asking. People were so scared. Yeah, I mean, now that they have the integrity change mandate, it's definitely interesting. We haven't seen, at least in my opinion, too many very egregious integrity changes done yet. But we'll see. Maybe one day Jagex will feel the need to really integrity change the shit out of this game. I am just checking my stream dashboard, so hopefully I don't fuck up and fuck the sort up while I check this. And maximize. Okay, those look good. I am multi-streaming for some reason. I don't know why. The new hot shit is Kick. So I tried to just stream to YouTube and Kick, because that's apparently the new hot shit. I don't know. I feel like if you maybe, because Twitch is too big for me at this point. Like, I'm like, there's 1,000 people streaming OSRS with 0 viewers on Twitch. So I'm like, maybe I'll try. I'll try YouTube and Kick and see if maybe I won't be stuck under 10,000 people trying to stream this game with 0 viewers. Oh. I have a few K on Twitch, but I was a Fortnite loser. Oh man, should have kept up with it. Should have kept up. Fortnite was big money back in those days, or maybe it still is. I actually don't know. I've never played Fortnite, to be honest. Actually, that's not true. I had heard of Fortnite, but had never actually seen it. And I was in a Microsoft store in the mall while I was waiting for my wife to do clothes shopping. And I was just wandering around. I went to the Microsoft store, and there was just a Xbox or maybe a PC, I don't even know, with a game running on it and a controller, just like a demo thing, like used to be in, McDonald's play places, just the controller hanging out the front. And I just grabbed it and started playing this random FPS that I had never seen in my life. And then some like 9-year-old was like, "Oh, cool, they have Fortnite here." I was like, all right, I guess this is Fortnite. I had literally never seen a picture of Fortnite before in my life up to that point. I guess it was kind of to the point that the name was recognizable, but not to the point that it was like ubiquitous. And that was the only time I ever played. I tried a few videos on YouTube, but I can't edit. Oh, I can't edit for shit either. I mean, I can take a bunch of clips and stitch them together, maybe add some voiceover or fade-ins and fade-outs, but I can't really edit more than that. I mean, I could probably learn. I can do image editing decently. Not with Photoshop. I use GIMP because I'm on Linux, but I can do a little bit of image editing. Not like real pro tier, but okay, what am I doing? I need to cool this down a little bit. I think the big deal with Fortnite was the gaming streaming space made it more normal people when Ninja started doing streams with famous rappers and all that. Yeah, once he kind of mainstreamed that game and kind of mainstreamed gaming in general, I feel like shit really started to pop off. I love GIMP. Yeah, man. GIMP is fantastic. I hope you're talking about the GNU image manipulation program and not about something that involves black leather suits. But, I mean, hey, if you like both, then you like both, man. No kink shaming in this stream. Yeah, once I feel like Ninja kind of exploding and getting mainstream recognition. Like, he was on like the Times Square New Year's Eve ball drop and on Ellen and all this shit, and had like mainstream rappers on his videos, and it kind of normalized streaming. And now he set the road for XQC to make 100 mil because there's a zipper in for the mouth. I'm good. Yeah, man. Well, you don't want someone to suffocate. That's not what it's about. You got to be able to breathe. It's very important. Oh, gonna have to go refill my water bottle after this sword. We'll get some sweet chair cam. The weird thing about Kick is the gambling side of their profits. Yes, I totally get it. For sure, there's that whole kind of moral ambiguity. Is it okay that a lot of their profit, and they're basically running the website at a loss, and they're supporting that on gambling revenue because they advertise gambling through the site so much? And is that okay? I mean, I get as an American it might be different. I mean, gambling is legal in Canada and always has been. My entire lifetime. Like, we've never had laws like in the US where you can only gamble in like 2 very specific states where they kind of have skirted federal law. Like, gambling has been federally legal here my entire life. There's no back alley poker parlors. You could just go do that. That's fine. So I'm kind of less like gambling bad, but definitely once you start getting into, I mean, the fact that a lot of viewers of these streams are minors, then it starts becoming a lot sketchier for sure. And yeah, I mean, is it a good opportunity to gain traction? I mean, that's kind of my whole thought is that, you know, on a smaller platform, there's hopefully more opportunity to gain traction. Twitch does a huge push for sexual content. Yeah. Yes, definitely with the just chatting and the hot tub streamers on Twitch. That's that's really exploded in the last few years, hasn't it? I dislike gambling. I mean, to be fair, that's very fair. And honestly, I'm not a gambler myself either. I have a very addictive personality, and I've gambled once, really, at a kind of it was at an event. It was a fundraiser event for a school that I had gone to, and I had graduated. I was 19 at the time, but I had gone to the event kind of as an adult, returning to my school with some money. They had a gambling table there, and I didn't stop. So I definitely have not really gone back since then. I think I walked in with 200, planning to lose it. I got up to 600, and then I lost it all, back to down to negative 200, and then I went to the ATM and got 200 more and went down 400, and I don't gamble anymore. I'm sober for a reason I don't gamble. Yeah, same. I'm definitely sober off gambling. No problems for me, but when people get into morality law, yeah, I've been sober from gambling and liquor for a while. Okay. Oh, my birdhouse runs are ready. I actually really want to do that before I refill my water. What am I at? 2 more birdhouse runs, I think. Oh, 3. Damn. Probably not gonna get it this stream then. No, I don't need 5 chisels. Unless I cheat and do some non-birdhouse content in here, but I don't. I'm gonna try not to. I gotta keep the perfect birdhouse only Ironman. You know what? I'm going to switch you. Oh, you saw chat a little bit there. That's okay. Didn't make any mistakes or anything. Where's the other chat? There it is. Don't mind me, just alt-tabbing, as you can see my whole desktop. I was just switching the chats. The YouTube chat was on the farther from the game than the stream dashboard, so I just switched them so I could see your chat a little easier. Yeah, definitely after that night, I have not gone back to gamble seriously. I've bought a lottery ticket or 2, but that's it. When I realized, I was like, this is not for me. How zoomed you are? Oh, yeah, that is definitely one thing that I've kind of thought about of the way I play. With the HD texture pack and the black kind of resource pack and the top down and the super zoomed out. And I feel like it's very polarizing, that a lot of people are going to see this kind of setup that I play on, and they are not going to watch these videos or these streams because they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It looks like a different game, honestly. When I play like this, it's like, are you even still playing RuneScape? What game is this? Like, it doesn't look like the same game. But I do it. I kind of got used to it because you can see so much more, and I spend a lot of time walking on this account build. There is so little transportation, so I spend a lot of time walking. So that's kind of how I got used to the super far zoomed out top down look, so that I don't have to click as much when I'm walking 1,000 tiles. You'll be playing when you're 60 years old. I mean, if this game isn't dead, that's the goal. That's the dream, isn't it? To still be playing, for this game to still be alive in 30 more years. We'll see. I mean, how old? This game just turned 20, I think, last year or 2 years ago. So for it to, that would more than double the age of the game. But I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I've got at least 2 to 3 years left, I think, to max this account. And then after that, actually, I don't really know what I'm gonna do after maxing this account, because I'll have this account maxed, I'll have my main account maxed, and then I don't know, the thought is either I'll do collection log content on one of the accounts, not sure, either just normie collection log with like Slayer bossing or something, or I'll do like weird, interesting, skilling completionist content on this account, knowing that I'll never be able to complete most pages in the log, but there is a really good level 3 completionist community that has info on everything that is completable on a level 3. So you know, it's nice that that info is already there and available, and it kind of simplifies what log slots I'll go for on this account. I have a few. I should have I want to do aerial fishing completion. Yeah, that is one that's definitely doable on this account. You know, I posted in my first video my bank and my stats, and I totally forgot to do my collection log. I really should have posted my collection log. I feel embarrassed. I just found out about house party worlds. I made a crap load of tablets and offered 1,000 big bones. What a difference. Yeah, you mean like the worlds where people are like hosting their houses? Yeah, definitely it is very, very nice to just go to those worlds and just use someone else's house, for sure. I think at this point I have 99 construction on both these accounts, and I can't make tabs on this account anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. But even if you are 99 con, using someone else's house for the Gilded Altar makes such a difference, to not have to do the Marintils yourself. It's such a pain in the ass. It's so nice when to use that. I am impressed that you just found out about that now. Now, let me introduce you to the world of the underground alleged misbehavior of the house party hosts on that world. Apparently there's like a cartel of house party hosts on these worlds that they're making like hundreds of mils a day, and from donations from people using their house, which is free to use someone else's house, but there's a donation box, and some people claim these guys are making like hundreds of mils. And if you try to like host your own house and compete with them, they'll like report you, and if you use advertising bots, they'll report those, but they'll not report each other's advertising bots when they're in this like little kind of agreement cartel with each other. Then yeah, it's a whole thing. There's a whole underground secret black market world of house parties. So you know, you gotta just know what you're supporting over there. Don't give them any money. I've heard that on Reddit. Yeah, it's, to be fair, I heard that on Reddit too. I don't have any original ideas anymore. Although since Reddit kind of attempted to kill itself, I have been going on it a lot less. Never give them money. That's right. That's right. Never pay the house party hosts. Just be a leech. Just be a leech. Give them nothing. Maybe they deserve it. Maybe they don't. Who knows? Maybe everything's a lie and slander based by someone else trying to get in on their shit. Who knows? Another sword done, and I am going to go refill my water bottle before we start this next sword. Wow, I have 9.4k points. That is sick. I also have to pee, so that's where I learned about the Wooks challenge. I don't actually know what that is. Alright, I'm going to go refill my water bottle, and you are going to get a nice chair cam. Alright. How's the lighting? Is it too dark in here yet? I don't think so. I think it's still bright enough. I don't need to turn on the lights in the room yet. We got this sick purple accent light. Who needs room lights? Thank you. Are you thanking me? I'm not sure if you're thanking me, but you're welcome if you are. And I'm not sure what you're thanking me for if you are. Oh, you meant to type thank you into the clan chat. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, that's okay. I'll take your thanks for entertaining you. Not that I'm probably very entertaining. I'm very new to this. Although I've kind of... It's weird because like I feel like I'm kind of new to content creation because I haven't done it in about 8 years, but also feel like I'm kind of not new because I have done it and a decent amount of it 8 to 10 years ago. I have quite a few videos on my channel and old Twitch stream VODs on my channel. When I attempted to become a variety streamer for a couple months. Although I think they're not very good, if I'm going to be honest. Don't watch those. Just this is definitely superior content to anything that I've made before. Maybe my editing was better back then. I don't know. But definitely, I feel like I didn't talk as much back then. Oh, how close am I to the smithing level? 287k. Probably not gonna happen today then. Oh, I was really thirsty. I definitely delayed longer than I should have on refilling that water bottle. That's okay. I drink so much water since I started doing creatine for weightlifting. It helps so much with weightlifting. It just really increases your recoverability time.